Hi everyone, this is Bagger Don, Stock Market Caddy. Today is February 1st, and the mutual fund money is sitting there and coming into the market. Watch around here, Tuesday afternoon, Thursday. Could get very interesting. Last week we reported almost day by day, and I think I'm going to stay with this and give you an update. So if you've been following along, um, we're going to continue to report on this particular strategy and what we're doing day by day. If you are new, let me explain. This is the NQ futures contract. It's a 5-minute contract. The strategy we're running is completely automated. It's the SMC, Stock Market Caddy, automated Zinger strategy for NQ futures 5-minute chart. Now, this strategy is an algo, and it comes with stop losses. It comes with a profit target. As you can see here, there was a profit target hit. It also comes with a trailing stop. Now, what we do is each weekend, every weekend, we do a back test whereby we optimize the inputs for the 2 previous weeks. And what we're looking to do is to get the tenor of the market of the 2 previous weeks. The idea being that the strategy or the market will continue in the same trading fashion as it's been. And that's what we're trading here. So all of these values here, and we did, by the way, this strategy logged in some 43, I think it was $4,400 last week, one contract. Now, we didn't get all of that because we didn't run it all the time, but we got a good chunk of it, right? So we get it, we call that the efficiency, so we got a good chunk. And we're also running the strategy, and it had a little loss here. You can see this would have been, let's mark this. I'm going to put a little vertical line here. This is midnight. Let me thicken that line up. So this is where it started. So there was a little loss here, and there was a few trades here. And you might want to know, what has it done? I'd like to know, Bagger. So let me show you. Come here to the strategy performance report, and we're going to go to periodical reviews. So that first trade that you saw where it hit the stop loss, it lost $225. It hit the stop loss. Since midnight, though, over in here, it has picked up an additional 4 trades. It's won on 50% of them, and it's netted $775. So we're to the good about $500. And you might be saying, and correctly saying, well, it left a lot of money on the table. Yeah, it did. It did. You see, we don't really get caught up, with the greed and emotion, the fear of missing out, FOMO. We don't get caught up with the GameStop. I mean, we're watching it. It's entertaining as hell, but it has nothing to do with how we trade. I want to show you something else. Now, on Saturday, when we ran this optimization report, or the back test, it created a file that had thousands and thousands of tests in it. We took that file and plugged it into a product from TradeStation called the Walk Forward Optimizer. The Walk Forward Optimizer randomizes that data by taking 10% through 30% out of sample and making what they call runs, from 5 runs, 10 runs, 15, all the way out to 30 runs. And it's randomizing the data, so we can get a pretty good idea of how this might perform in the future, or at least a benchmark against which we can measure our own performance. What we're most interested in is the matrix average. What is the matrix average? Well, this is showing on an annualized basis, the Walk Forward Optimizer is saying that it is probable that running one contract on this on an annualized basis, that we will make $176 some odd thousand. Okay, no guarantees, but that's what it's saying. And it looks pretty good, right, on all these runs. Then we drop down to the efficiency. The efficiency tells us what is the real likelihood of making 175,000. The matrix average is 40%, actually 41%. So it's saying, no, you're not yeah, you may be probable. You might make more than 175. You might make a little bit, you might make less. It's likely you're only going to do 40% of that. So cut that in half. That still wouldn't be so bad, right? 80 grand, one contract, one market. Then we can drop down and say, what are the consistency of profits? Now this is crazy good because this is a trend following strategy. The matrix average is it's 58%, nearly 60%, right? And we're running 50% today. This is algorithmic trading, folks. What you're seeing and maybe participating in with the Reddit crowd, that is poster board trading, and all the power to them. If they're making a nice buck on that, have at it. That's not what we do. We're going to be here. We've been here before them. We're going to be here after them. If you want to trade in a systematic mechanical method, you're not going to learn that from the Reddit poster board or the Yahoo poster board or from Dave Portnoy or really from any of the other brokerages. There isn't anyone out there. We've been following the Twitter stream. I haven't seen anybody even talk about something like this, let alone know how to do it. We can drill down to, in that report, let me show you. This is pretty cool. I want to show you the kind of detail that we can do when we get this report. We can come in here in the distribution analysis and we can get an idea on the number of bars in the market, one bar being 5 minutes. So this actually hits its peak out here. So this isn't necessarily that fast a trader. We can even drill down to the entry stamp. What days does it operate really well? Sundays, Mondays, not so good on Tuesday, pretty good on Wednesday, not so good on Thursday. Doesn't run well on Friday, so we probably won't run it on Friday. And that's okay. I like to take Fridays off. What about the time, Bagger? Well, look what it tells us. 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. runs okay. 6 a.m. is okay, but really 9 a.m. to about 2 p.m. Isn't that interesting? And then from 7 to 8. And then in the evening hours, not so good. So we can actually drill down to not just the day of the week, but what hours we should be running. This is mechanical trading. This is not YOLO. You only live once. No. No, we're in this for the long term. We're running a business. We're creating cash flow. I don't have time to get into a Yahoo message board, Twitter spat with people and, get into that. We don't have time. It takes time to do this. There's a lot of great information that you can do with the Walk Forward Optimizer. So you need to have a good strategy, but you need, I've been asked, people have asked, they'll call up and say, well, I just want to buy it. Well, it's not, you can't buy it. You can lease it. But we don't just lease them because we want to make sure that people know how to use them. It would be irresponsible for a car dealer to sell someone a Lamborghini, who's been driving, for a year or 6 months. This is sophisticated trading, and we want to make sure that you are at least aware of it and know how to approach it. Can you have it mastered in 4 weeks? Probably not, but you can be pretty well on your way. Once again, I'm Bagger Don at Stock Market Caddy. I'm not a broker. I'm not a broker. I'm not a financial advisor. Somehow, some way, you've come across us over the internet with all the riffraff that's out there. And have you heard or seen anyone show you something like this? We've been doing this for years, folks. And if you want to learn how, we're a mentoring site. We don't accept everybody. We don't. Got to be mature. Got to be, have some time. Got to have some risk capital to do this. And you got to be willing to learn. You have to be a good student. So With that, we wish you the best. Check in anytime. We'll keep you updated on the SMC automated Zynga strategy. We'll try to do it each day. Thanks.